Good morning, y'all. It is Thursday. Let's get started. All right, y'all. As y'all can tell, brows are on, eyelids are prepped prime, little corrections have been done. So for today, I just want to do like a short eyeshadow tutorial. So I want to do like a lime green look. I have this lime green bow and I have not been able to use it. And y'all know I love me some bows. But I'm like, you know what? I need to create a lime green eyeshadow to kind of make it all, go together. So, of course, we're going to go in with Miss Juvia's Place because where else are you going to find really good pigmented eyeshadows for a reasonable price? Because we know, let's be real, y'all, makeup is expensive nowadays and it's ridiculous. Like, what the heck? Why? Anyway, let's get started. We're going to go into the Warrior 2 palette. And we're going to go into this shade, Redder. All right, that is looking cute. Now we're going to go in with a deeper brown shade. We're sticking with the same palette, and we're going to go into that shade right there. Okay, that is basically done as far as that goes. We're gonna go and take the NYX glitter glue. We are going to add that to our lid right there because that is where our green is gonna go. You only need the tiniest bit, you don't need a lot. So let's go ahead and dab that on there. Okay. We're gonna go into the Zulu by Juvia's, and we're gonna go into that lime green right there. Just take yourself a flat brush, not flat, but one of these little, one of those. Get yourself one of those, or if you want to use a flat brush, you can. Whatever you want, use whatever you want. All right, so I want to brighten up the inner corner, so we're going to go into another Juvia's Place palette. This is the Garden of Juvia's. And we're going to go into this shade right there. Same brush. Okay, y'all, the combination of the two, that pretty. And I said I was only gonna do it in the inner corner, but I was like, screw it. Let's just add it to the whole thing. Now I'm gonna try and blend in that brown shade into the green. Oh, y'all, that is so pretty. Oh my god. Anyway. Let me go into, I want to add something brightening to the brow bone. So, not you. Okay, so I'll stick with the Garden of Juvia's, and we'll go into that shade right there. So the one we used before was this one, and now we're going to go into that one. Just to highlight the brow bone some. There we go. I'm going to take my original brush. There's nothing, not adding any more pigment. I'm just using what's left to blend everything in together. Okay, that looks cute. Okay, I like that. So freaking cute. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Eyes are done. How cute are they looking? Look at that. So pretty. Anyway, so let's move on to the rest of the face. And like I said, I want to keep this video short, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm using, and I'm just going to do it off camera because, like I said, short video, don't want to spend too much time, blah, 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 blah. So for my under eyes, I've been using this, the Jelly Grip LMD. Girl, I saw your comment. I haven't replied, sorry, but I'm replying to you in this video. So this is the Essence Jelly Grip Under Eye Primer Stick. So basically all it is a primer for your under eyes. It'll help with keeping the concealer and whatnot. It says it'll help from creasing, but you got creasy under eyes, you're gonna crease. It don't matter. I mean, you know, it helps. Ever since I've been using it, I mean, I'm not gonna say I see a huge difference, but it's nice. It's hydrating. I know it's got hyaluronic acid and something else in it. I can't remember what it is, but it's good. If you want to give it a try, give it a try. For foundation, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's the shade that I use. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, just the normal bronzer, contour, blush. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you guys know at the end of the video. Anyway, I'll be back with my finished look. See y'all in a bit. All right, you guys, I'm back, and this is the final look. Lime green bow, like I said, it all ties in together. It looks so pretty. Anyway, so I have everything lined up here of what I use so I can show you guys. As you guys know, for foundation, I use the Double Wear from Estee Lauder. I showed you guys the shade too. For bronzer and contour, I use the ColourPop Bronze Stick for bronzer. And this is in the shade Moonstone Beach. Contour, I use the Rare Beauty in Solace. For color corrector, y'all know the Huda Beauty. It's what I use, Concealer, I use two. I use the Sharp Tape Creamy in the shade 30, what is that, 35N. And then for under my eyes, I use the Born This Way in the shade Nude. For liquid blush, I use the e.l.f. Camo in the shade Copper Etiquette. And then for, setting, normal setting, I use the One Size Ultra Peach. For the powder, bronzer, and contour, I use the Essence ones, Sunny for bronzer, and Chocolate Sundae for the contour. I like it because it's a very cool tone. It doesn't look so cool on here, but it's actually a very, very cool tone. Under eyes, I use the Fit Me in the shade Light. And of course, y'all know my tried and true, my Essence Bright, to give me a little bit of a bright look. Eyeliner, mascara, it's whatever. For lips, I used Free Spirit in lip liner. And for lipstick, I actually used two. I used Free Spirit, NYX Suede, whatever, Free Spirit. And then I also used the MAC. Look at how tiny this is. The mini in Warm Teddy. So I kind of mix those two to create the lip look. But yeah. Oh, powder blush. I use two. I use the e.l.f. in Always Rosy and the Wet n Wild in Mellow Wine. So that's what I use to get that. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I'm done. I am loving this look, loving this lime green look. I added just a little bit in the bottom also, not too much, not too crazy. Kept it pretty simple. But that's it. Looks really cute. Anyway, I'm done. I gotta go. I will see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, whatever. Bye, guys.